Угу. Мы уже знаем прекрасно. Форестеры. Ныне на севере разразилась война, и вражеские дома хотят присвоить рощу железных стволов, которые владеют Форестеры себе. Железные стволы — редкие деревья, которые произрастают в самых темных уголках волчьего леса. В эти смутные времена судьба дома Форестеров висит на волоске.
The trout, the trout, the trout in the towers, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. The trout, he flopped off without a another golden prey. 2 weddings, 2 beddings brought on by the eggs, the diving cooks to me. 2 weddings, 2 beddings brought on by the eggs.
Смартфоном снимает.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Old Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood.
Ну просто.
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
Мотива прислуга у лорда. Понятно.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
The North remembers!
Aye!
Got it.
Пойдем покумекаем.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's
Что
been
ты
on
со
my
мной
mind
хочешь
for a
сделать?
while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Сражаться
Let
на
me fight
смерть.
for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Давай,
Thank you, my
не
lord.
подведу.
I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Сейчас приходим, а тот уже в Зюзе.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on, to make it up to you.
Давайте мне
But you
доллар.
owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
Могло быть и
You'd better
хуже.
watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much
What the
worse.
fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
А
Who
кто
doesn't love
бекончик не
bacon?
любит?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of
Меня
fucking time.
повысили?
Not me.
What?
Tomorrow I ride with Roderick and Lord Forrester.
Sir Gerard the fucking Great. Unbelievable. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd be getting promoted too.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he? I'm sure it didn't hurt.
How much further?
It's right over there.
Фрейв, красная свадьба.
Take your time. You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood. Fucking phrase. Nice night for a wedding. It's not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Опа. Палево.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Gerard. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the
Сваливаем.
fucking flagon already.
Рулим отсюда, чувак.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Давай спасем Пустюка.
But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Just don't need a fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Все, успели, по-моему.
We need to get back to camp.
Ай. Давай, конечно, отвлекем чувака во время битвы. Самый умный. меч где-нибудь хватает.
Ready, boys? Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Ай, я не успел. Болт прилетел. Валар Маргулис. Тут все, я смотрю, поживее так. Пободрее, повеселее.
Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Нате. Рулим, парни. Ты меч где-нибудь подбери. О, шайтан телега. Ползем. Давай, вытаскиваем. Работаем. Щит потеряли. Хороший щит был зря. Дяденька, не душите меня. Сейчас перекатываться. Эть. Да чё ты его отвлекаешь? Второй раз уже. Лошадь с ним не встанет. Давай этого еще отвлекаем.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Родрик уже не Родрик.
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Ну, печалька, чё.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Блин.
Free, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Да валим отсюда. Я знаю, чем тут все кончится.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time to... Don't run!
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll
Окей.
be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Walder Frey says
You have to go.
backstage, you're welcome to the
Давай,
fucking
короче.
torch.
I will do as you command, my lord.
Да ты не жилец, у тебя там
You have served
открытые
me
раны.
well. I know I can count on you.
Он это запомнит надолго ли?
Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! With love from Walder Frey.
Беги! Там он, видишь, где-то застрял в текстурках. дракон. Угу. Так, а что это с поросем случилось? Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка.
Blood.
Кровяка, всяко-всяко.
Fresh.
Свежая. Так, где тут хрякус? Телега. Телегу мы не можем смотреть. А, типа дорога перекрыта, все, только направо. Вторая телега. Тут, чувствую, разбой был.
That's Father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least still have his bacon.
Так вот, свинятину нашу режут.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking
Давай
pigs.
попробуем увольнуть их.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Да меч тяжеловат, что-то, чувак.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Сейчас мы тебя заберем. Пошел нахер.
Fuck you.
Что-то не зашла фишка.
All right.
Двуручники не
Finish
твой
this
конек.
fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
Ну давай, что уж нам остается? Вилы или топор?
You
Топор
really are a
как-то
pig farmer.
как-то посподручней. Эть. Попали. Так, этого покемона надо убивать срочно. Да вытаскивай меня. На, чувак. Ай. Хороший мужичек. Бедненько. Но не в мать. Я нажал Е. Люди. Маргулес опять. Дукалис Маргулес. Ладно. Видимо, чуть-чуть поздно. Долю секунды сыграли свою. Опять. Больно. Почему-то вот всякие болельщики с ногами очень чувствуются вживую. Так. Ай. Чё будет?
Please.
Ну пошли вы нафиг.
I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
Нет, это суровый мир.
No,
Ты
please.
знал, на что шел.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise. Father?
Garrett, you survived.
Да, папа?
Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Видимо, не спряталась.
I tried to stop them.
Ну вот. И папеньки не стало, и сестру закололи.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Никаких пощажу, играем по жести. Семья, дети, собачка, хомячки. Всех лесом.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Нихера у него игла.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it
Почему?
vengeance.
Что за клин
No doubt the
клином? Почему
Whitehills
он
will claim
ножом
it was murder. It
зашивает
was your
рану?
family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
Конечно бы еще раз завалил. Пошли они
If
лесом.
we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
О,
Hold the wound
личинки.
open for me, would you?
Да, пожалуйста. Нямка. А их там не
These are
слышат,
dark
нормально
days,
все?
I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
У
Our
нас
house will
нормальный
never
дом.
fall. By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead.
Что ты там еще ковыряешь?
This might hurt a bit.
А то, что там личинки ползают, не щиплет,
Hold
что
this for
ли?
me, will you?
Коновал какой-то, а не мейстер.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
Ну, блин, его не было рядом с сыном.
Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Да вообще, как будто не было ничего.
Go
Шайтан
on.
доктор.
Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Пошли посмотрим. Место лорда. Посмотрим самолет. В окно глянем.
The Ironwood Grove.
Что там дальше? Нет, не прошел. Что на щите?
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Когда его рубишь, топор ломается. Понятно.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro
Да,
Tingman.
вообще
Look,
все отлично.
I'll show you.
Ты-то такие. Что за перцы? Так, поехали. Эша.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Чувака слева изгнали. Талия и Итан.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
А может, и есть?
Right.
Форестер?
Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Легче легкого.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He
Все,
was
вот
our
этих
best
крайних
warrior
двоих
by
нет.
far.
Можно вычеркивать. Узнать больше на страницах.
I may
кодекса.
be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Так, что там? Лекарство? Чем ты меня там лечишь? Ведром ты меня лечишь? Бинтами? Взять могу? Мне ж повязки надо будет менять. Очень целебные травы.
This might help.
Посмотреть на это. Нахер тебе ведро личина. Давай потрогаем их.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I
И
guess.
так.
no,
Посмотреть
you see-
на мейстера.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Да я уже походил, чувак. Так. Ладно, давай еще, может, еще
I'll
посмотрим.
admit, you do seem better than was to be expected.
Ну,
I believe
смотрю,
your
ты в
leg
меня
will be
верил.
fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Да и ваша тоже.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
Да, вы достали.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the
Это, видимо,
children.
младший мейстер,
I was
нацепивший вот
told-
два кольца так
I was
себе.
told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
Давай
It would mean so
смотрим.
much to the family.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say.
Он сказал.
You have the
Только
Forrester's
дяде
sword.
рассказать.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
Любитель сосисок
And they'll
приедет.
say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Устроим им красную свадьбу.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot
Отлично.
stay. Duncan.
А куда я пойду?
Where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done
Отлично.
nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the
Да
only
ладно, пошли
solution.
на стену, чё? Там
I'll
интересно,
do what's
весело.
best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Ну так, вот идешь домой, тут семью пишут, это ты еще виноват. Так, чувак, мне тебе надо сказать, что ты там пеньки должен
You can have
сохранить.
my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Давай, давай, чувак. Стой! Дядя! Дядя!
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was
Да
a
сделай
ranger
всё
with the Night's
возможное.
Watch,
I'll do what's best.
which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may
И чё,
need
ты
your
меня
help.
со стены
I
снимешь,
can't
что
say
ли?
anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this
Очень
house.
интересно.
But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Окей. Меч мне дайте.
iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll
Я
be
буду
strong.
сильным, Хальк убивать,
I know you will.
крушить, ломать. И оружие.
Garrett, wait!
Ну давай. Кулон-мулон.
Be safe.
Ничего такой поленца у них на заднем фоне.
Ethan!
Так я заразно что ли буду играть?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Гаррет
He'll be
умный.
fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Отлично.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight.
Всех,
Properly, I
короче,
mean.
научил, кроме
A
меня.
lord should know how to
Отлично.
fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Жизнь суровая штука.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Там
But
все печально.
since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
Ты
I
хочешь, чтобы я
suppose.
был маленьким сопливым?
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A
Все
proper
совершенно не
lord.
так.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the Lord.
Ну, я им стал по праву. Какому
Lord
быть?
Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Пошли с любителем сарделек, сосисок встречаться, скорее всего.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay. With
Не,
his
надо
family.
разрулить эту
Fine.
ситуацию.
If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Чуваки, пардоньте, но надо пилить.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll.
Какой выбор-то хороший. Трудный. Привет, лоснящийся пирожок. Что ты хочешь?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's
Ладно,
still a
пожмем
loss.
руку.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Так, чувак. А вот это
I've been
была...
waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
How dare you?
I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please.
Давайте его на
And no
штыки.
bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread
Короче,
and
чувак, слева,
salt?
я за тебя.
You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody
Давайте,
Forresters.
что хлеб и
Fetch
соль.
Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely.
Не-не-не.
You
Что за хрень?
Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the warden
Не
of the
всегда
north.
понять текст
And we've
выбора.
been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe
мне
if you hadn't been
насрать.
so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Чё приперся, пирожок? Ты кто?
Your man, the
челядь?
squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the Lord of this house.
Нет, блядь,
I'm
я не
not
то выбрал.
leaving until I have his head on a fucking spike. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men?
Черт.
I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving
скатаешься
until
еще
I have
раз.
my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
На тебе вдогонку пирожок. Я думал ему хлебушек принести с солью, так типа на тебе корку хлеба и соли, что ты тут выпендриваешься? Я думал он хлеб соль просит в плане там, что поляну не накрыли.
You were brave, my son, but you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
А я не знаю, тут можно так? Скорее всего, уже сохранилась игра. Вот идет сохранение. Печалька. Не, мы разрулим.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
За третью играем.
If it's presented to her as it should be.
Так, что в сундучке? Так. Это что такое? Брошь из Хагена. Посмотрим.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
А, это мой сундук.
It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Давай почитаем. Незаконченное письмо. Кто кому что писал?
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Все, сундук проверили, все на месте. Нифига себе, грусть Винограда. Нарост какой-то. Старая пыльная книга.
Wonders made by man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
В джазе только что странно. Она слишком много говорит сама с собой. Как бы ей можно было об этом подумать, так про себя сказать. Джазе, цветы, ну. Давай посмотрим на гавань.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Письмо от матери. Скорее всего, то, что вот пришло.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Да-да.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Ты кто?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Араб какой-то, судя по ошейнику. Что-то принес, там выкладывает.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Все отлично.
I'm fine, thank you.
Тут у всех есть уши.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Че высыпать это нельзя? Это что, угли? Что это?
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Я ее
I'm
служанка.
her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Как-то ты очень удачно послушиваешь,
I
чувачок.
thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Сейчас сделаем свою сеть послушивателей. Мальчики с углем будут ходить мне все приносить инфу. О!
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's
Какая-то она
something we
более
must discuss.
симметричная.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief.
Третья чувиха
But
сваляет
you must
сюда.
not despair. We will get through this together. You must
Свобода
understand there are limits to what I can
Было.
say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Вот так вот. Везде
She was
подстава.
very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Вот так вот,
I
да.
wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford
Давай,
any conflict
как
with
мы должны
Cersei with the
прогнуться?
wedding so near.
Скажи.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Короче, прикидываемся валенками, семью
See
не
if the
знаем.
Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Вот. Третья вот эта вот мне не нравится чувиха, которая там ворота толкает. Че смотришь, лупоглазый?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Ладно, сейчас набрешем с 3 короба.
Good luck.
Здрасте. О, Тирион. Друган. Что-то ты как-то не намного ниже Сорсеи. Ну да ладно.
You can do this.
Здрасте, мордасти. А вы кто такие, пирожки? Почему вы в тронном зале с оружием, если вы не охрана?
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Давай вообще.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Что-то у меня с ртом проблемы.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Чувак, что ты палишь контору?
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Tyrion, не пали контору.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes,
Давай
Your Grace.
прямой ответ.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from
Всем
happening.
нужны наши железные стволы.
Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Такая хоп, на издержку.
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Что сказали, то и сделано.
I'll walk you out.
Насыпал мне.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Со всех троих ты мне самый большой чувак нравишься, кто мне может помочь.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Тот опоздал.
Mira, I was worried.
Еще кто такая?
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah! What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Нет.
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen?
Не хочу быть королем.
You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Ну, слава богу.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Всех просим о помощи.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Не нравится она мне.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Речь о моей семье. Не хочу, чтобы ты слушала, взбалмошная девчонка. И не поверю, что ты это запомнишь, Шаболда. Не-не-не-не-не.
Go on.
Вы можете остановить Рамси. Моей матери нужна помощь.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
Прогнемся.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Мы вам железных стволов. Король там без ума от тебя.
You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
С конем-то всяко быстрее, чем на коне. Какие-то ништяки происходят. Ну, как всегда. Ну, что за... Какого-то коня дали Лео, который всего боится. Кого-то режут. Или поджигает. Ну, Рамси.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Да, конечно, крикни посильнее.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a droning cat.
Ай, возвращаемся. Что-то экран начал краснеть.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
А это чувак, по-моему, которого обирают, от которого я спас.
What was that?
Что это было? Кролик. Что-то Рамси пухлый какой-то. Конь выбегает.
I know I heard something.
Не палим контору. Сидим на жопе ровно.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Побежали бы, нас бы точно спалили. А мы бы потом сюда не вернулись. Возможно. Не узнали, кого там ободрали. Походу друган мой, с которым мы там винище таскали. Нет? Друган. Тоже не очень приятный чувак какой-то. Так, если нас сестра подтянет, то Рамси приедет впустую.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new Lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Сейчас либо выбрать того, который прошаренный, либо того, который говорит всех на кол.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Что-то наворотил. Сейчас я выберу либо того, либо того. Посмотрим.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief.
Так, вот это мне не
We're
нравится.
supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Не, чувак, на войне.
2 shields and 3 spears.
На войне воровать.
I feared for my life.
Нахер ты 3 копья и столько щитов.
We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Ну, вина-то да.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Давай
We
вот
are
так.
in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
На стену уйдет.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man.
Да какой невинный, ты его украл.
Injustice, my lord.
Меня не волнует.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Пошел на
I
стену.
sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord. My family, without me, they'll die.
Воровать не надо было. По закону военного времени. Пошел на стену. Мне твои 3 пальца не нужны.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
Точно, сначала со всеми поговорю, потом
The
выберу.
bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this
Тот
house.
слишком чересчур
Your
вспыльчивый
sentinel
чувак.
will wear this for all to see.
Мне
I'll
не
make the right
нравится.
choice as sentinel.
Прям он в могилу
Come
весь
speak
рот
with me when you're ready
сведет.
to convene the small council, my lord.
Наказываем всех, ну блин. Я не кричу, чтобы у меня все такие же контуженные ходили. Так, где там? Кто там, где там? Что я могу сделать? Поговорить. А, это мейстер там стоит. Посмотреть на еда. Давай посмотреть на еду.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much
Пока ничего
room
не
to maneuver
забираем.
if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Так, где там родня? С кем еще поговорить? Кто мне там дельный совет, да? Малькольм, давай. Не знаю, кто ты, давай поговорим.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall.
Ты тоже с рулем
I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my
А
place
ты
is
сразу
here,
все
but I'll be
рассказал.
of no help to you in
Молодец.
Essos. But she insisted.
Я, в
I will
принципе,
hold,
лорд.
of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Мне тоже надо со всеми вами поговорить. Ты понимаешь, сейчас война, но их в 3 раза больше. Меня тут в капусту покрошат всех.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
Да, он психованный какой-то. Что-то он мне не
You've
нравится.
always given me good advice. Thank you.
Так, мы с ним еще тоже перетрем. Так, с этим перетерли. Ну давай.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Дезертиры. Что там? Ты что скажешь? Промолчишь, да? Что с воротами? Может, тоже свалим по-быстренькому? Нет? Нормально такие ворота.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
Райан, давай.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Чувак, просто месть. Парень. Так, давай еще с тобой перетрем.
Maester? Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Да.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well.
Я все-таки
I will
выберу
convene the
Дункана.
small council at once.
Тот слишком вспыльчивый чувак.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf. But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Я не хочу им ничего
My
отдавать.
new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Чувак, а ты готовься. Тебе никто не говорит, что не надо
Forgive us,
готовиться.
my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Мы
Lord
пошли
Ethan?
по дипломатическому пути.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
Я не такой, как Ашер.
I'm not like that.
Как
But I
Ашер.
don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Короче, чувиха, я только что отшил одного такого. Ты мне второго предлагаешь. Мама.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Да отправляй. Соберем семью.
Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Так, Мира, давай допиливай. Так, посмотреть на странный ключ. Чего не странного-то? Посмотреть на печать. Зачем мне печать? Ничего мы не будем брать.
Marjorie? Oh.
А, это ты, коза.
Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know.
Она запалила бы меня, если бы я там печать или ключ взял.
I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day,
да иди ты лес.
It didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years.
It's a private matter. You shouldn't take it personally.
Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us. Friends don't hold secrets from one another.
Ага.
Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
Что-то, по-моему, короче, не поможет мне Джоффри.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Тирен, давай. Чувак, выручай.
Milady.
Ну давай, мальчик с углем.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
Как долго ты здесь был?
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei.
Ты какой-то непростой
I just
переносчик
want you
угля.
to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might
Что,
overhear.
мизинец?
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who...
Я знаю мизинцев, которые могут помочь нам. Кто еще? Кастраты? Че вы пыритесь-то? Шел. Иди куда шел. В смысле сбил?
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
The gods haven't favored us, have they?
My lord, remember our words. Iron from ice. From that which seems hopeless comes strength.
И пирожка с собой привел.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Forrester.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
Ладно.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The White Hills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forests.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Чё-то, кажется, мы брата сейчас решим.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Ага, смешная шутечка.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Вот это поворот.
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do
Ramsay
it again
молодцом.
sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan, please!
Stop it!
Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
-1. Теперь за меньшее количество персонажей играть.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. My
Are you prepared for what might happen?
Посмотрим.